Red, did that ointment work?
What ointment are you talking about, fool? You're a fool. You are a cold piece of work, bro. Cold piece of work, I tell you. This show's about to be hyped, though. You know what I'm saying? Did you get your cider? First off, did you get your cider?
I didn't. No cider. No cider.
Don't be on her acting a fool.
It's hard to drink cider. It's hot. It's hot outside, man. I can't do with the cider. I'm like, I contemplate, do I take a cold shower? Because I hate cold showers, but man, it's just that hot.
A cold shower?
Hey, it's hot, man. When it's 100 degrees, you're like, all right, maybe I should. Maybe that's the move.
You're a fool. You are a cold piece of work. Well, I don't need you talking foolish today, though. Real talk.
Man, I was speaking facts. They had so much fire.
No, you were talking foolish Monday.
You know what?
I hope after the show you took a nap.
I don't know.
I hope you took a nap. Real talk.
All right, let's get this thing rolling, man.
Is it showtime almost? No. I don't want to go yet. No. Not yet.
I was gonna play the intro. Okay, we can see here. I'm gonna play the intro. I want to play the intro.
You're ready. You must be ready.
I want to see the intro.
Guess even kings get scared, huh?
Cephas, touchdown!
And you got what?
9-8. That's not crazy.
Swift on Pro Bowl this year. Lock it in.
Zone touchdown, Detroit Lions.
8 flowers for a 3rd round pick.
No.
You're tripping.
The gut punches will stop.
I'm fired up. It's made a great decision.
Great teammates, coaches, and other people who want to be Super Bowl champions. And we are. We're going to do it this year.
And we're going places because we want to go places.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Yo, what's happening? Hey, that was dope. That was dope. But hey, welcome back to Last Second Dose, where we doing the most, baby. You already know who it is. It's your boy Rad. I'm out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Big repping them Detroit Lions. Us versus everybody. Y'all already know. We don't need no love from nobody because we about to make it happen this year. You dig? But hey, let me get the young man, young Simba, Mr. Mustachio, a.k.a. Mick Stats. Dose. What's happening, baby?
What's going on, Rad? You know, we turned up the volume, man. We turning it up.
Let's
but we
go.
are getting some love. That's the thing, though, Rad. What I'm noticing is we're getting some love, Rad. That was a heck of an intro, by the way. Like, it wasn't perfect, but I feel I can see the vision for it. And I think it's going to be really good next show, especially when we throw that new intro in there.
Ooh.
It's going to be really good. And I'm going to tell you this, Rad. There will be an intro done by next show. Guarantee it, 100%. So
We're going to have a new intro.
we will have a new intro.
All right, man.
So boom. Yeah.
We're going into our 2nd season together.
Ooh,
So-
season 2? Should I put that in the title? Season 2?
It is,
What?
This technically is our season 2.
Chat, come on, season 2? Hey, chat's popping early. We see you with the number 1.
Yes, it is. Was he first in the building?
Yes. Yes, he was.
All right.
What? Hey, my boy just bought tickets to the home opener. Rad, you got your tickets to the home opener?
I do not.
Ah. All right. It's exciting. All right, JT, we see you, JT. What up,
What's happening? What's
JTQ,
happening?
Brandon, Nate P.
Al in the building.
Yeah, yeah, we rolling, man. He's talking about Cephas. We got 49er media in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Niners in the
and
building.
he's being disrespectful. That's crazy. I shouldn't even click on
You
that
know what?
comment.
You know what? It's okay. Keep that same energy when we rattle off at least 10 wins.
Hey, you tell them. And that's what I'm saying. I've seen an article today where they are showing that love. And let me just say this. Look at my boy Patrick. Look at my boy Patrick here. This is the one I should have clicked on. I don't know what he's doing. Is he praying? I don't know. but it
Patrick.
looks good. Yeah, we see you.
Patrick. I don't see a Patrick in the chat.
No, the profile picture.
Who is that? Patrick?
Yeah, that's Patrick.
He got the
right there.
ugly?
We see you.
Does he got the ugly?
In that picture, he looked good. I don't think he got the ugly there. He looked good. All right, man. Were you ready for this? Because I know we made some moves, and it's usually extremely quiet right now. But even in this quiet time, we still making moves, Rad. We got
huge move.
One of your favorite players coming out of the 2015 draft. You were all about him, I remember. You used it when you texted me, and you're like, this is my guy. He's a playmaker. He's a weapon. You called him a unicorn. This is the Kyle Pitts before Kyle Pitts was Kyle Pitts. When Kyle Pitts was 12 years old, this was Kyle Pitts. You know what I'm saying? And now he's a Detroit Lion. Your boy, I know you got the nicknames for him, so I'll just stick with Devin Funchess. You can give him the nickname you got.
That was a huge little hype right there. First off.
There you go, Rad. Break it down, Rad. Bam! There he is. Our boy.
You know what? Listen, Linda.
Sir.
Listen. Okay.
Hey, that picture look good though. I see you, Funchess.
I mean, he looks like he's ready to ball, but don't tell the people that this is my guy. I got nicknames for him. Nothing like that.
You don't have no nickname for him. You don't have one.
No. Chess piece.
Okay, no, we can rock with chess piece.
I don't know, man. Look, straight up, I'm not mad at this signing.
Okay.
I can't say if it's just going to be a camp body or what. I like that he is going to be playing tight end. That's where I think he belongs. And I think he could be a matchup nightmare if he can bounce back. I mean, he did have a good year, about 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah. But at the same time, he's a big body guy. He can go up and get the ball, and we can use him in the red zone. So I'm kind of rooting for it. I hope he makes the team, to be honest. I really do. I think he could help us out somehow, at least impact the game in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. He could help us out in the red zone. Another big body receiver. What is he, 6'4", 6'5", 230?
6'4", yeah, 6'4", 230.
So I'm not mad at that. Ex-receiver, University of Michigan. And, I mean, he was solid when he was coming out in the draft. As you can see, his rookie year, he didn't do too much. He didn't jump into his third year in the league. But I like the signing. I'm not about to sit here and say it was a stupid signing. No, I like it because I think we do need more tight end help, even though we did draft Mitchell. We still got Brock Wright, and we brought in your guy, what's his name? Graham from – I think his name's Graham from the Saints. Nobody knows.
Graham.
Nobody knows his name, bro. Like, he's a nobody.
Graham, that's messed up. I do wonder a little bit why they signed him, though. Like, I'm going to be honest.
It's got to be for red zone, like red zone matchups. Like, he's 6'4". He's a big body who can go up and get it.
Garrett Griffin. I do wonder why we signed him.
Now you're finally wondering why we
I just don't know how he makes the team. That's the only thing I'm like, I'm not really sure how he makes the team.
No. I told you that the day we signed him. We go out and get him the second day of free agency, like he was just a hot commodity. Like, bro, he should have been a signing like happening today.
Yeah, but like, what do you think the idea was behind that?
He's not going to make the team. He's not.
So what do you think the reason behind it was? Because we already re-signed Kabinda.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Maybe he does make the team. Hey, he was a pretty early signing. I don't know what his role would be, but maybe
playing what? That exactly. I was about to say, where is he playing? What position will he be playing?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So okay,
I'm rooting for Devin Funchess more than I am Garrett Griffin.
I feel that. No, because he has upside. There's a lot of upside.
And I feel like he can impact the game a little bit more for us. So I like the signing. I'm not mad at it. I still think it's a couple other jokers we need to go out there and see if we can bring in. We talked about it Monday. I still think we need to address that nose tackle position. But let me before we go on to that, I'm gonna stay on Funch.
Yes.
I think he can help us, bro. He has a huge catch radius, and you know golf's going ducks, so we need some people with huge catch radiuses.
Why do we got to go to this every time, man? You know, we should just stop talking about signings that we make in terms of weapons. That's.
Golf does throw ducks.
He does throw ducks, but it's like not every throw.
They're accurate. They're accurate ducks.
Okay.
What's happening, Ken? Shout out to Ken. I see you in the building. My guy Panda in the building.
We should get a sound clip
JT
for that.
JT's in the building.
You count 8 tight ends for camp. It's deep. We're deep at tight
Get you
end.
some H2O. If you ain't got some H2O next to you, you need to go get you some H2O, man.
Who does?
You.
Why?
Water's good for you.
That's true, but it is hot, so maybe I should. I did have water. I don't know where it went. All right, but no, let's talk about this for a second, though, because someone asked just there, is he playing tight end or receiver? They said he's going to be playing tight end.
He should be. That's where he belongs. Because receiver, he definitely ain't got a chance making the team at receiver. Because if they got my boy Quintez Cephas on the bubble, he's definitely not making the team. And Cephas better not be on the bubble, man. If Cephas don't make the team, I'm gonna go ape shit. Excuse my language. I had to say it. I couldn't hold that back.
I'm not even mad at no, because he definitely needs to make the team. But
he's a dog.
He could still be listed as a tight end and possibly take a wide receiver spot. I mean, in a way, right? But my thing is Lions only kept 2 last year. They kept Hawk and Fells. I struggle to find where his roster spot would come from, even if he has a very good training camp, because James Mitchell's making the squad, right? I mean, you're not going to cut James Mitchell and hope that he lands back on the practice squad. The only thing is we know he's injured right now, so we don't know what we have in him. So I just wonder a little bit about like that, unless James Mitchell comes in and he's like placed on the PUP list or something.
I think that's where it's going to be. James Mitchell will be placed on the PUP list. Not unless he gets back at preseason and does his thing, but
yeah,
I think he's going to get placed on the PUP. And this is where Funchess is coming in to help us out with another receiving tight end.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see us playing it. Funchess if he come out here and ball and score some touchdowns, he may stay for the whole season. But I could see us putting Mitchell on the PUP and him rocking those first, is it the PUP list 4 or 6 weeks now? I thought it was 6.
I think it's definitely less. It might be 3.
It's 4 now? I don't know. I know it changed. It used to be 6.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Okay, well, that's where I think how it's going to go.
Okay.
And receiver room is already locked. He ain't touching that right there. Like,
it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, though, because like we said, Garrett Griffin, he's a blocking tight end. Brock Wright, I like him for blocking too. That's not really Funchess' game. It's not going to be his game with us either. Not at his build. They want more of a receiving tight end threat. I would assume if Hawkinson's not there specifically because they need someone that can pick up the slack. But then do you keep a roster spot for a guy like that? If you want to have a dude like Brock Wright, or if you want to have James Mitchell's going to be on the PUP maybe, but you want to have a guy that can block, do you keep a roster spot for a guy that's more of just a receiving threat? My thing is, I think what's going to happen, I think he's going to get cut, and I think he's going to be back on the practice squad, and it'll come down to, will it be him or Shane Zylstra when we come around to the season? If Hawkinson's down for a game we need to elevate, do they go with Zylstra or do they go with Devin Funchess? I think that's what it'll come down to me. That'll be the role there. Because I think he'll land. I think he would be able to land on our practice squad unless he balls out in the preseason for like multiple weeks and teams see that and they sign him. I think he could definitely land back on our practice squad and possibly be like the Shane Zylstra of last season. That if something happens, maybe he could slide up. But you're saying you think that they'll keep him as a 2 tight end if James Mitchell's not ready to go. They could keep him as the 2. That's interesting.
I think he has a good chance of making the team, bro. And sliding in right in that number 2 spot. I really do. I really do.
Well, I want to show some
love. Appreciate the love, JT.
A lot of love. Our boy right
appreciate here. JT's massive, man. Hey, I don't know if you seen the tweet today. I kind of threw it out there like we the best duo. Like
I did. I liked it. I liked the tweet.
I seen you liked it. Yeah. I seen you liked it quick too.
Yeah, because it popped up. I clicked. I was like, okay, yeah.
I mean, we was talking about it, and then I wake up to some Detroit Lions, check out the best, the dynamic duo of the Detroit Lions. I'm like, no, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to slide in their comments and tell them real quick, we're the best dynamic duo. So, I like how you liked it within, like, seconds.
Yeah, man.
I'm like,
that was legit.
Gosh.
And I even thought to myself, like, if that was us two sitting right there, we would kill that. I know we would kill it. Like, ratings.
100%.
Dude, come on now. It wouldn't even
100% we kill it.
Saying. That's all I'm saying.
No disrespect to who the tweet was, but they not with us. I'm just being real.
Here,
that's it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
No, yeah.
I don't want to be mean.
I'm gonna answer.
I'm not a mean person.
You just need hey, you need some cider. That's what you need. What do you need when you get angry? They say you need Snickers. What's kind of like the go-to? You know they say what your comfort food is, but just something. It's like, all right, this is like the best case scenario snack I can sit down and eat. What is it?
I have a couple. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
a payday candy bar.
Okay.
It's got to be king size.
Right. Can't have a little one.
The small ones is I'm a big boy like that. I ain't gonna do nothing but tease me. I like Lay's barbecue chips.
Okay, I respect that.
And then so they just start coming out. They're Scooby snacks. They're little Scooby snacks. But this is pretty much what they are, but they look like a little dog bone. And they're Teddy Grahams. Teddy Grahams.
Those been out for a minute. Those are fire.
the green box of Scooby snack. I just came upon them about a couple months ago.
I've had those since I was little, man. Those things are fire.
they're pretty much Teddy Grahams with just like a little dog bone. And I need the honey. Yeah. I need the honey flavor. I don't really like cinnamon.
You don't like the cinnamon?
No, I'm a honey.
Okay, the cinnamon's my.
I need the honey flavor. So those are like my 3 go-to snacks right there.
Chad, let us know your go-to snack.
I like Smart Food white cheddar popcorn also.
That's fire too. Yeah, those were a lot of good choice. Let's give a clap for that real quick. Actually, that's deserving of a clap. That's well done. That's well done, man. I want to answer Honey Panda's question about Funch here. Go ahead.
Real quick though. Panda's right though. When you start those Lay's barbecue chips, it's hard to put that bag down. It's bad. I don't know if they putting cocaine in them or something. It's bad. It's hard to put those bad boys down.
It's all that sodium, Brad. It's all that sodium.
I don't know, man. All them flavors just hitting the palate right. But go ahead.
But you're not a Pringles guy?
Pringles is solid for sure. Okay. They okay.
I said make sure. All right.
I just don't like Pringles because once you get down to the bottom of the can, it's like now you're digging in. You got to tip the can over and then crumbs falling out. It's like, bro, this is becoming a mess. Like, I'm not here to make a mess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But no, to answer Hungry Pandas, because this is a good question. You look at statistically, he really hasn't played since 2019. He played week 1. But he has played in 2021. He played last year with the Green Bay Packers in the preseason. But that's the last that we saw of him because 2020 he opted out. 2019 he played 1 game, then got hurt. Then he was out for the year. 2021 he was with San Fran's practice squad. Before that, he was with the Packers. He got a deal there. And they had him until, again, he had an injury, which is why they decided to put him on IR and then they cut him. So he's had a lot of injuries the last few years and then the opt-out, so it's missed a lot of time. But in 2021, he did play with Green Bay. Ran, I don't know if you saw it. He had a great game in Green Bay, the 1 preseason game he played. He had 6 receptions for 70 yards. He was outstanding in that game. It was maybe the best you've seen him like throughout a first half. That was just the first half. Very productive. So I know it's preseason, but we have seen him. And he looked better than he did, I thought, with Carolina.
So, okay. But I'm rooting for Funchess. Yeah. I really am because I think he can impact the team. I think he can make an impact in the red zone.
My thing is he's got a really good spot to do that because if you don't have James Mitchell and you head into training camp and he's not there and your competition is Shane Zylstra, right? Which guy is gonna flash to them that would really because the receivers are so deep, it's gonna be hard. I feel like to flash and be like, oh, he looks better than Cephas does. It's going to be tough to do that because Cephas is going to ball out in training camp. We already know what he's about when, they put the pads on. But when you talk about, like, his competition being a Shane Zylstra as a receiving tight end who could stand out in those roles and those, like, reps and, the practices, this dude, because he's so long and fast and he, like you said, in the red zone, that's one place where I'm worried a little bit in terms of receiving weapons that we have because aside from Hockenson, he's the only guy that I trust consistently to just win. Devin Funchess is a big-time red zone threat. So then he can stand out there as well because, of course, Hawkinson's not going to be out. He's going to be out there with the first team. So when you get to these backup groups, he's got a really good chance to stand apart from everybody. So you're right. This dude's got a really good shot. And if they do decide, and if they keep, let's say they keep 3 tight ends, now even if James Mitchell's there, now I think he's still got a shot. But then the question becomes, do you want to have a Brock Wright instead? I think James Mitchell blocking ability makes a guy like Brock Wright more expendable. Because you kind of have that. And we know Hockenson can block too. So they said they're looking for more receiving tight end. To me, they wouldn't have made this signing if they didn't feel like there was a shot that he could make the team.
Right. I feel that. This roster's going to shake out real crazy when they get down to that 53.
I mean, it's that beard.
It's gonna get tough, man. Because if now we're talking about keeping 3 tight ends, where are we going thin at? That's what I don't get.
Right.
Because I feel like we're about to keep 7 receivers.
We ain't keeping 7. You think we're keeping 7?
I mean, not unless they're going to let go of Trinity Benson.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like, I feel like we're getting down. We're gonna 7 receivers, 3 tight ends. That's already 10 folks right there, bro.
You know what? I hate to say it. I really hope it's not going light on running back. I really hope it's not.
We're we're gonna go light on running back. That's 100%. We're keeping Craig Reynolds, Swift, Jamal, and Kabinda. Bam.
But then what about Godwin? He's your kick returner. What about Jeff? Like
Godwin's not our kick return. He don't need to be returning kicks, bro. He ain't that special.
He'll be our kick. If he makes the team, he's our kick returner.
We can find somebody to return some kicks. Like he's not just like that special to where it's like, okay, his kick return is so elite to where we need to keep him. Brody has a fumbling problem. I get he has the big play ability, but at the same time, like, nah.
He did average 6.6 a pop last season. Now, to be fair to him,
I don't know where we're going thin at. I don't know. It's gonna get real wild, bro. Because if we're keeping 7 receivers, 3 tight ends, that's 10. We said we want to keep 7 corners. That's 17 players. The 4 running backs, that's 21. We hit the O line. Like, we already got found out. Like, we're already over 30.
Yeah.
Before we even get to the defense.
Well, you got to go. I think you got to go light off. You got to go light at linebacker and edge.
Where are we going light at?
Going cross play there. So, you know, you talk about Austin Bryant. Maybe he's flexible.
He's gone.
Look, we want Jared
Austin
Davis.
Bryant's cut. He's cut.
So if Austin Bryant's cut, I think they can keep
is Jared Davis. No, don't say that.
I think Jared Davis is going to make the team. I do. They got that connection.
Our Sam linebackers are about to be Julian. And Houston. That's it.
And 2. Jared Davis.
2. That's it. We don't need 3.
Because Jared Davis is a lot of different things. They don't think he's just one thing.
He's not a lot of different things.
That's what they think he's a lot of different. They think Calvin Shepard said that they know they can put him in different spots and he can handle it and he can rush the quarterback. Aaron Gunn likes pass rushers now. Hey, Aaron, I think he's going to make the team. But that makes a guy like Austin Bryant, you know, okay. Maybe he doesn't make it. Man, this is good, though, because if Austin Bryant gets cut, there's no doubt he can make the team elsewhere. He's going to make someone else's team. He's good enough to do that. He had a great season last year for himself. We know he can stop the run. He got some pressure.
D. Smitty.
This is what did D. Smitty say? Barr is better than Davis, but he will cost more. Anthony Barr. Is he still a free agent?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Vikings has now here's the thing. When Vikings lost some linebackers last year and we played them, that gave him a big problem. Hockenson tore him up when that happened, so hopefully that continues to be a problem for him. They still got Surratt over there, though. I don't remember him playing at all last year. Maybe he was hurt. Remember the North Carolina linebacker?
Linebacker Surratt. I liked him.
Don't they have him?
Who? Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They drafted him.
Wow. I don't remember seeing him play last year. And
Surratt.
They got Troy Dye, but wow. Okay.
I don't know, man. I just don't know how this roster's about to shake out. It's about to get real icky.
This is actually a good point. Yeah, Williams could if he starts on IR, then it would open up spots for us. That's true. I mean, we don't want him on IR, but it's true.
If he's not ready, then we want him IR. Right? But
and that's shorter too, right? You can get guys off there a lot quicker than it used to be. So it could just be 3. Like I think it could be like 3 weeks we have him off. You know, so he's not counting against the roster, and then you figure it out as you get into the year. You'll probably have an injury by then, honestly, just because of how it goes. So that's true. That might actually be a benefit to us. But, Brad, this is your boy. I know it is. So I want to give you, the last word on Devin Funchess. How you think this is going to play out?
How is this my boy?
I'm just saying, right? You were like, I want to talk about Devin Funchess today. I'm like, I know.
I never wanted to.
You were already watching his Michigan highlights before we got on here.
Bro,
right?
I wanted to talk on if he's just a training camp body or can he impact the team? And I think if he comes in shape and can stay healthy, I think he could help us in the red zone, bro. Having Chark, TJ, that guy right there, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and we're inside the 10. We got 3 6'4" bodies out there. And then we got St. Brown, who's just a dog, attacking you inside the 10. That's some big boys right there. We got 3 6'4" cats out there who we could throw jump balls to.
Yeah, we need.
I think he could help us, and let's get him matched up on a linebacker. Like if we came out an ace or something like that, too tight. You got him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. Like throw him a jump ball. I think he could help us out in red zone if he comes in and he stays healthy and he's in shape and ready to play. Like I still think we can get something out of him. I'm not gonna say he's about to just be a straight savage for us, but he can help us out. He can impact the game. That's what I think about him. So don't make him seem like he's my boy. I'm not.
It
I don't
sounded
hate.
like he was your boy the way you
Oh,
were
no,
breaking
no,
it
no.
down. That's all I'm saying.
I don't hate the signing. I like that signing better than Gerard Davis. Like,
Right, why you always gotta go on? There's nothing wrong with the Davis signing. If it doesn't
or
work, it
Gary
don't
Griffin
work.
or Gary Griffin. Is his name Gary Griffin? I like it better than that.
That's crazy. All right, Brad, here, let's do this. Let's
What?
transition.
Transition.
Let's go to take a look at part of the title. You guys read it. We're going to be ranking the Lions draft picks based on the value of the draft pick of where they were selected. No, keep clapping. It's good. This is hype. This is tough because I know me and Rad both like every pick. It seems like I don't think either of us like, dang, I hate that pick. I like every pick in this draft, so this was a tough thing to make, but it's for fun. We're gonna rank them based on the value of where they were selected. Now, Rad, I changed it up a little bit. So when you look at yours is like orange, but as you will see, you'll see like mine's the one that's fire, which makes sense, right? So because my list is fire, so I was like, all right, let me make mine look cool, and then Rad's can just be orange. So is that orange? Is that red? I can't tell.
That looks red. I can go with red, not orange though.
Okay.
But
okay. Well, yours is red. So
9 times out of 10, when we do things like this, my list is fire. The chat always agrees with me. I always beat you in any type of draft grade, mock drafts, like anything. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Lions Nation. What's happening, baby?
LNU, baby. That's what we like to see. Chat, let's do this. Let's feel some hype. All right, let's go, Brad. Break it down. Who do you have at number 8? We're going based on a value. So
we're going from bottom.
We're going from bottom to top. Yes, sir. Now
I forgot my list.
Just break it down. Hey, well, we're about to find out. Okay, you ready? I know who's
Chase Lucas.
There you go.
Chase Lucas.
All right.
I put him at number 8 just because I didn't think cornerback was that big of a need.
Okay.
To be honest, I mean our cornerback room is very deep. Even though we did get a guy he's a college veteran. The kid's 25 years old. Like he was a super duper senior. So he does have a lot of film.
Yeah, he is.
Mentally, he's got a lot of snaps under his belt. So I'm putting him at like number 8. I didn't really think y'all know I would have took Carson Strong right there with that pick.
Ooh.
But
don't get me going with Carson Strong.
I'm not mad about the pick, but I just would have.
Banks in the building. We see you.
Shout out to Banks. I would have grabbed a different player, but he's number 8 for me. I know you love Chase Lucas. I'm just.
You know what's no. I'm not mad at. Did you put him there?
I don't see where he's gonna get in. Where he fits in. Where is he gonna fit in at? Like, is he gonna beat out AJ Parker, Mike Hughes?
Will Harris is making a team, and you know what? The thing is my thought of the cornerback room has adjusted since the draft. Even like I feel like it's stronger than I originally thought. So I get where you're coming from with this, because you've been saying this since we took him. Like you didn't know what his role would be with the Lions. This was the last pick. This was pick number 237. You bring up Carson Strong. I would be lying if I said I haven't looked up Carson Strong a few times since the draft just to see how he's doing with Philly. You know, because I just want to see if he balls out. Because the first headline that came from Philadelphia Nation was that he was showing out at rookie minicamp, and it was like, hey, could he compete and take Jalen Hurts' role? And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is wild. So anyway, let's continue, Brad. I'll go with my number 8. I'm going James Mitchell. This is so tough. I really hate to do this because I feel like I'm disrespecting James Mitchell. But at the same time, James Mitchell he's a good tight end. He probably should have went higher, but the injury probably knocked him down. We needed another number 2 tight end. And I think I got to believe you were probably the happiest person when this pick was made, right? Because you wanted a number 2 tight end the whole time.
I did want a number 2 tight end. I did. So I like the pick.
Yeah, and then, I mean, where we got him, pick number 177. Maybe we could have got him a little bit later. Maybe that's the only thing with this. And we know he's dealing with the injury. But him as a blocker, him as a rack threat, his ability for screens. I mean, look, James Mitchell, if he's healthy, I think what you could see this year is if Hockenson goes down, he could step in and be the one. And if he starts, like, showing out, hey, who knows what the future looks like in the tight end room. But I could see him stepping in, and I think he's got the ability to be a number 1 tight end. Not as, like, your spotlight of the offense, but he can handle that role. So I'm a big fan of James Mitchell, but I like the other guys too. So they put him at 8. Who you got at Red? Oh, you want to go 7, and then you go 7, and we'll kind of like alternate. Let's do that.
You go 7.
All right. I got James Houston here. James Houston is the toughest one, I think, for me, because I think he has maybe the highest ceiling of anybody that we've drafted. It's just trying to figure out what his role is, and especially I think when you talk about what his role is this season, you really question how much he'll see the field. And they've already said we're trying to kind of simplify his role because immediately they were like, well, we're going to play him at 3 spots, and he's struggling with it. He's playing slow. So they're like, all right, let's play him at 2 spots. Let's let him play as Sam on base and let him rush the quarterback in pass downs. All right, keep it simple for him. That makes sense. That's a skill set. At the same time, we saw him play off ball. So I think it's trying to figure out his role, but on top of that, the speed that he has when he comes to rushing the edge, the dip, the back. I mean, he was so darn productive, and I know the competition was whack, but let me not say whack. It wasn't very good, but he was so good. His production is incredible at what he did. And then you saw him even in, like, the NFLPA game, and you see him playing off ball, and you're like, oh, he looks pretty good. So it's trying to figure out his role, but he may have the highest ceiling because of that. Red, who do you got at 7?
I don't know. You got to show me.
Oh, it looks like you got the same guy.
James Houston. I'm just piggyback off of this. Okay. I thought it was a good pick just because of the versatility there. Like, he's shown that he can rush the passer and also play off-ball linebacker, University of Florida. I'm also behind it because he came from an HBCU team. So I like that pick there. I'm rooting for the kid. I think he does need to have a big preseason, good training camp, big preseason, because then at that point I feel like he's going to push Jarrad Davis off the roster. Like, I really don't want the guy to make it because I think he's not that good of a linebacker. But
yeah, I know you do.
I mean, like you just touched on how they're starting to simplify it because they did have him working off ball and Sam linebacker, so now they're just having him get adjusted to playing Sam. And I think that's where he really can flourish because he can get after the quarterback. It's obviously less thinking. The closer you are to the line of scrimmage, the less thinking you have to do. So keep it simple for the guy and just let him do what he do. And I'm not mad at that pick. I thought that was a great pick. We got him at 217. Good value. So that's why he came in at number 7 for me.
I like it. I'm just reading the chat. They're asking a lot of good stuff here. So I'm going to
what they asked.
First one, this wasn't a question, but I love the fact that he guarded strong the next Kurt Warner. We see you, Hungry Panda. That's speaking
and Panda be knowing what he's talking about.
Yes, he do. Like and he broke it down. Guy. We see you. We see you. Where was the other one I had? He said he has to ball out in preseason. Well, I had a question here and I lost it. Shout out to our guy here. Dose of red. Shout out to our guy with the shirt, man. That thing is fire. I saw that this morning. I don't know if I like it, but I love you. This is the first one. I'm gonna give my thoughts. I know we both when we hit 1, but he says, can Aiden Hutchinson change the Lions' defense and put them in a position they were never in, meaning making the defense world class? Do you want to save these until we get to 1 that we don't repeat the same thing? Let's just save this. Yeah. So stay tuned. We'll come back to that question.
Put a star. You can put a star next to it.
Oh, can I?
Pin it. You can pin it.
Ooh, it'll just. That's fire. Okay.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Clap for Red breaking it down there. All right, Red.
You're welcome.
Number 6. Who you got?
Number 6. I believe I had the tight end Mitchell. Kind of like you touched on. I like this pick. Going into the draft, I thought we did need to bring in a tight end that somewhat can push TJ Hockenson to that next level because I feel like I don't want to say he's been underperforming, but he's not lived up to the hype and he's not hit that like elite level where I feel like his name is thrown in there as one of those top tier tight ends. He's a good tight end. I would put him in that top 8.
Okay.
And contracts are coming up soon, so we're going to have to pay this guy some big time money. I like Mitchell because he can be a good receiving tight end. Like you said, he could fill in that number 1 tight end role if need be. I'm not saying he's going to be a superstar or anything like that, but he could hold down the fort. And I've already said it. I don't think we need to have an elite tight end anyways because the receiving core is starting to elevate. If these guys come and play like they're supposed to, like the DJ Charks who's put up that 1,000-yard receive season before, we got J-Mo in the first round who's a burner who I think can put up some big numbers once he comes back from his injury. We already know what St. Brown can do. St. Brown, let's be real, he's a 1,000+ yard receiver. If we were using him with the first 7 weeks, he could have finished with at least anywhere from 13 to 1,500 yards.
Yeah, he's better than Deebo Samuel. Just say it. We don't have to sit here and work.
I'm not going to go that far yet. Let's not talk too. Go drink your cider. You need. That's what I told you before the show that you get your cider because you was tripping.
That wasn't tripping though. That wasn't.
You was tripping Monday. He's not better than Deebo Samuel, but he is. Well, I mean, I think he's a really good receiver.
Okay.
So I like the Mitchell pick. He needs to get healthy. I pick 177 is not a bad area to pick the guy. coming off the injury and things like that. ACL is like a rolled ankle right now, a sprained ankle. Like, you're going to bounce back. I lost sound. There you go.
Yeah, I was just coughing.
I mean, you hit on it. I think he can do a lot of things for us once he comes back from that injury. And hopefully he does come and push TJ Hockenson. Because if Hockenson come out here with those penalties and can't stay healthy, like, hey, next man up. And I hope he does his thistle.
Yeah. No, and that's why I threw this comment up, because you just said what I was basically going to say. Look, I look at it like this, man. Like, the one element that Hockenson brings that I know he brings at another level is his threat in the red zone. So when you get into this season, if Hawkinson's not there, or if James Mitchell picks up the slack, or you have Devin Funchess and they're making plays in the red zone, now you see that, okay, we can still be effective down here without having to utilize Hockenson. That adds a lot to it, because I think Hockenson can be worthy of the big contract, but obviously, you have to kind of balance out how much you're willing to pay for certain spots. So if you have a guy like James Mitchell that shows he's an impactful blocker, he can step in as your one when you need him, while at the same time, Funchess or Mitchell or these guys can give you that impact in the red zone that Hockenson showed that he can give you. Now it becomes this thing where you can start to talk about, well, is he expendable for us depending on how the season goes? That's my thoughts on it. So I think you broke it down there well, Rad. I'll go to my number 6.
I think you broke it down well.
Well, I got Chase Lucas at number 6. Okay, now look, I get what you're saying.
We flipped our 6 and our 8. We flipped it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do, but I still have to put Chase Lucas here high, because I think it made sense to get a cornerback like this rather than getting a guy that you're just like, well, maybe he's got like super high upside, but he's just not good in college. So we're trying to like bank on what maybe he could be. I like him because I feel like he's ready. I feel like he could play right now. And while he does have limitations, he could plug in and play. And now we're seeing if he's showing flexibility to move around. Chase Lucas has that flexibility to go inside, outside as well. AJ Parker, he's going to push him. He's going to push to Mike Hughes. I like the addition because I don't know how high the ceiling maybe is for the guy, but I do feel like he could play this season and be an impactful player, and you could put him out there. And I think what they saw after last year with all the injuries that they had, and this guy could also bring some special teams. You talk about the Bobby Prices, okay? You talk about those guys, and you're talking about who's making the roster. This is the type of player that really challenges him, because you're not making the decision between, well, do we keep the young guy that has high upside, but we're just not really confident in him, or do we keep Bobby Price? So now you're kind of debating two similar things here. In this case, I think you have a guy in Chase Lucas like, well, he can play now. So if he outplays Bobby Price, we can keep him on the roster over him. So that's my thoughts with it. I like the player. That moves me to my top 5. I got Kirby Joseph. I wanted to put him higher. It's just I couldn't put him higher. But Rand, I know now this is your boy. You wanted this guy.
I did.
Well, we got him. I really didn't think he'd be sitting there at that spot.
That's what I knew we were gonna get him. I knew it.
You were on it. Because
97, we're getting Kirby Joseph.
When I did my predictive thing, and you started to talk me into this, I give you the credit for it because you were showing it, and people are like, "Oh, that's crazy." It's like, no, Rand, it actually kind of makes sense. And boom, there you go. We signed Deshaun Elliott, and this is before we even signed Elliott. You were talking about this would be a pick for us. So the addition at 97, I thought was great. I had him at 66, I think, to us. So we got him at 97, which is even better. But he does bring a different element to the secondary that no one in our safety room has shown that they can do, which is be a ball hawk. Be a guy that's somewhat flexible. And while he may, have his lumps now, it's because he's doing something that he didn't do in college, which is playing more man coverage. With that said, though, he's going to be, I think he'll be a flash player year one that's going to get a few picks. And going down the road, he'll be something different that our team just doesn't have. So I'll just leave it there because I know you're going to dive into it more, Red. Kirby Joseph at 5. Who you got at 5?
I think I got Kirby Joseph. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, Kirby Joseph.
Okay.
My guy.
All right.
Like he was saying, I had him picked to us at pick 97 on all my mock drafts. I love the pick. I love the player. I think he's very instinctive. That right there, that 6'8" wingspan, them long arms, that's huge, bro. That's huge for a defensive back.
Yeah.
Now, he came from a split high safety, what we like to run and things like that. So I already felt like he was a scheme fit. He just needs more snaps.
So we tweak it.
Once he gets better at trusting his eyes and things like that, I think he's going to be a dog for us. He's going to be starting right next to Tracy Walker. I don't know if this season he'll push into that starting lineup. He could, but he just needs to. Once he gets comfortable and he's just not thinking, he's just strictly playing football, he's going to be a playmaker for us. And that's what we need. Somebody who can create turnovers in our defense. Only person last year who was doing that was Amani. And his intercept, I'm going to be real. Shout out to Amani. I'm happy you got your, 5 picks, 6 picks. But only one of them was like a real pick.
I can't give you one, Rad. There was a couple at the end of the year. The Cardinals one was real. The Bears one in the red zone was real.
Two.
Those 2 were legit.
Okay. Two. He had two real. The mother picks was just like, come on now.
Yeah, that one was.
Come on, bro.
I think this was
like,
Browns game. Yeah.
Come on. Okay, but
Yeah,
I mean, shout out to Amani. He has improved his game though, and I knew he was going to be a good player for us when he was taken in the 5th years ago. Back on to Kirby Joseph, he's going to bring that playmaking ability that we need. The only thing he just needs to get more. He needs more snaps. Plain and simple. He was a 1-year starter. He just needs more snaps and work on his tackling. But we already have a tackling machine next to him in Tracy Walker. He led our team in tackles.
Yep.
I think he was a great addition. I like him right there at pick 97. That's where I had him pick on all my mock drafts. And this was one of my favorite players we chose. So Kirby Joseph
him higher, actually. I thought you'd probably put him higher.
I thought that's right where he probably needed to be, was like at pick 97. And you said we were doing this off like based off value and things like that. So so I had to put him right there where he should be. Even though I'm a fan of Kirby Joseph. I'm rooting for the guy, but right there at pick 97 where we got him, that's where I thought he was going to be.
Well, it speaks to how much we like the draft. So that puts us at 4. Ooh.
There's my killer.
Uh-oh.
That's my killer right there.
Let him know.
That's my killer, bro. Like, hey, for us to get this guy at 188, I don't care what nobody says. If you watch the tape, his tape is just as good, if not better, than the other linebackers that was taken ahead of him. If you really just watch the tape, he's very instinctive. He's physical. He arrives angry. I like that he's an ex-wrestler. Yeah. So he already knows how to throw his body around and things like that. He had over 400 tackles in the Big 12, 4-year starter, captain. Yeah, only knock on the guys that he's undersized. He's 5'10", 5'11". But in this day and age of NFL, like, linebackers don't need to be 6'3" or 6'4" right now anymore. Like, it's more of a passing league. He come out of the Big 12 conference, which is a passing conference, and he's a tackling machine. I love this pick. That's why he's sitting there at 4 for us to land him right there. I honestly think he can push into the starting lineup too. I really do. I'm telling you. That you already heard what Shepard said. He's one of the most instinctive linebackers I've ever, linebackers I've ever coached.
Well, and then
he has go ahead. He's just got a good grasp of the game. He's a true linebacker, bro. Like, I know he's got short arms and things like that, and that's gonna hurt him on sometimes when he's trying to disengage from blocks and get to, get off on the tackle and make the tackle. Short arms, trying to reach out, but you shouldn't be arm tackling anyways. So you put your pads and put your helmet on somebody. He's going to be all right, and he's going to be a starter for the Detroit Lions. And I love the pick. Love the pick. Go watch his film. It's just as good as all them other cats. Just as good, if not better. That's why he's at number 4. Go ahead. What was you going? What? Malcolm Rodriguez, bro. I wanted a linebacker, and I wanted a linebacker with the first 3 picks. And for us to land somebody of his caliber, his film, his athletic ability. Unreal. I'm happy with that. Go ahead, bro.
I just want to answer this. I'm down to hop on tonight. I know Rad's, he's not going to be
7:30 or 5:30,
but
I could probably do the 8:30. That's 5:30 this time. I could probably do the 5:30, 8:30.
If we started at 5:30,
I'm gonna be on the 8:30. I'm gonna be on the road. I should be back by then.
Okay. Well,
no guarantees, but I would definitely love to jump on. You know that, Micro.
All right, so number 4, I have. Oh gosh, how did we do this? I didn't even realize.
Why are you copying my list, bro?
Yo, I didn't even realize it was like that. I thought I had him hot. All right, so he's at 4 for me too, I guess. Everything that you just said. What we heard from Calvin Shepard as well recently is he even said, I know you like this because he was like, Alex, he's going to be the guy that's first through because of his experience. At the same time, that's no guarantee that he's going to start during the season. Now, he will start during the season. But with that said, Malcolm, he said they're going to be the will linebacker on this defense. Lions needed something like that. The former safety. It's the only thing is size with him. And if you get over that, which certain schemes can, you got a great player. He's an incredible pressure player, gets after the quarterback really well. I mean, it's so instinctual. He is flexible at the same time to move spots because of his way that he can handle blockers, that his build is just unreal. So, yeah, Malcolm Rodriguez definitely, the value is outstanding here. It's just that our next 3 picks that me and Rad both have, I don't know the order, but the next 3 picks that we both have are, 3 of the best players in the draft, we feel like. So it's tough to put him any higher. But for where we got him, we needed a linebacker, and this was awesome. So I'll go to my 3 first. I got Jameson. Jamison Williams here. Yeah, look, Jamison Williams could change a lot of things for this Lions offense going forward. It definitely could, and it makes sense just when you see how much receivers and stuff are getting paid now. But it's just about the injury and him coming back for that. If he comes back the same guy, which we're anticipating he will, I don't care when he comes back during the season, Jamison Williams will change, I think, the entire outlook of this offense. He is absolutely incredible. He seemed like the most, ready. Like, if you want a guy that come in and get separation, that's Jamison Williams. He will get space. He has really good hands. I wouldn't say it's great, really good hands, but at the same time, like, he's going to get space immediately day one. We know about the speed, but we also know about his ability to change pace. We know what he can do as soon as the ball hits his hands, his ability to run after the catch. There are little things that you can knock on his film, but at the same time, Jamison Williams will change so much for Detroit in terms of a weapon, and yeah, I think the offense is just going to be completely different as soon as he steps on the field. He'll change play calls for us. So I got him in the top 3. Rad, do you also have him in the top 3?
I don't know what I mean, obviously he's why you copied my list.
This is wild, Rad.
You better turn off your camera. You know you copied my list. No, J-Mo, I mean, you hit on everything. Like, I think he was arguably one of the best offensive players in this draft, and for us to he's number 3 because we moved up to get him. It ain't like he just fell to us at 32, because if he fell to us at 32, he would be number 1 on my list. But to get a guy like J-Mo, he's going to ignite the offense as soon as he steps on the field. He's instantly going to help the run game just because they're going to have to respect his speed, or he will toast a defense. He will burn a defense. So he's helping us in 2 areas right there. Run game, he's going to impact the run game. Our running backs better. They should have a big year. I'm getting off topic. Running backs, y'all are on notice because y'all got to have a big year, because we done brought in 2 burners on the outside, Jamison and then also DJ Chark. So the box ain't going to be heavy no more. So our run game better explode this year. We should have no bull. We better have a top 10 run game, rushing attack this year. But back to Jamison. He's going to impact the run game. Receiving, like you already touched on, he can do everything as far as a receiver. He can run every route in the route tree. He has good hands. His run after the catch ability is amazing, and his speed is uber elite. I don't even know if that would. I'm just gonna say it again, uber elite.
Yeah.
So I love the pick, even though we moved up. The draft radar, we did win as far as like the points go. So I love this pick. Let him. I don't think we should rush him back. Let him work himself back in at a good pace, so we have no setbacks or anything like that. I do not want to rush it because we got Reynolds. It's just a great pick. That's why he's there at number 3 for us.
Bam, Brad. Who you got at number 2? Because this will decide who you got at number 1. So I'm just gonna show the entire.
I don't know who I got.
2.
I don't know who I got at number 1. I don't know. Oh, Josh Pascal. Look. The kid could have went early in the second, late first, just off his motor, his engine. And that's one trait every D lineman needs, is you need a motor. Because if you got a motor, that's going to make up for a lot of things. If you continue to fight until that whistle's blown, that's going to make up for a lot of things. And I like Josh Pascal pick because he fell to us right there at 46. He's very versatile. He can play anywhere from the 3 to 4 to 5, 7. He can play end if need be. His stunning ability, his twist ability, it's amazing. He's got heavy hands and he plays angry. Kid has great work ethic. And I just love the pick because we're building in the trenches once again. Mm-hmm. We have 3 young core defensive linemen that should be with us for the future. You know what I mean? We got Levi McNeil, and then you add in Josh Pascal, who should grow with us. I love this pick. Oh, we got a little bit of video to go with it.
You were breaking it down. I thought I threw the video on there.
Heady player, good build too, good stocky. I don't want to say. I told you I hate calling another man thick, but good thick build. Pause. But he's just a great. I think he's gonna be a great player for us, bro. A great player. I really do.
Absolutely.
Look, plays angry, bro, and that motor's always running. Got a good engine.
Yeah,
good engine, and he banging that foul.
You love the story too, like how he got to where he is, because it's like You know, he had to deal with off the field to fight back from that. We know he's the only multiple-time captain, I think a 3-time captain for Kentucky, you know, that they vote on. So just all the things that he's done, and you read about everything he's done off the field, all that stuff is awesome. But then at the same time, man, like, he's the best run defender, arguably, on the defensive line in this entire class. So we need run defense. There you go. And he's not just the best run defender because they slant him all the time, or because he, you know, plays this one style defensively, or because he just plays this one spot defensively. He's the best run defender in this class on the defensive line, and he plays multiple positions. And he is, you know, tasked with playing the run and defending run different ways. Like, that's 100% what we needed. And I should not have doubted that the Lions would do this. For a minute there, I started to doubt that the Lions would do that and back up with it and grab another defensive lineman. But they did it, and we absolutely needed it. And then in the passing game, of course, when you talk about pass rushing, he's great there too. Is he great on the edge? Maybe not. But he does give us interior push, which we no longer will have to sit there and watch Nick Williams try to push the pocket from the inside, or watch Michael Brockers. When it's 3rd and 12, I don't want to see Michael Brockers on the field. No disrespect for Brockers, but I just don't want to see it. We had to see that way too darn much last season. We finally have a guy that's like, okay, no, you can see him. And Kaminsky's in that mix too. Give him a little bit of love. But Josh Paschal, everything he's been through to get to where he is, the impact that he had on that defense, we got him at pick 46. You watched the video. Clearly the Lions wanted him, you know, heading into day 2, which I didn't even know. But when you look back on it, as much as I was surprised at this pick, there's a reason that I also have him at number 2, because he's incredible and we needed another defensive lineman. So they continue to build through the trenches the way they're going to do it, which means that both of us have the same guy at number 1, Rad. Who you got at number 1, Rad? Let him know. What do you... I'm sorry I'm typing, but that's poorly.
I got Trayvon Walker at number 1.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just
Hey, don't disrespect Trayvon Walker. That's disrespectful, man.
No, we got Aiden Hutchinson at number 1. He should have been the number 1 pick. That's why he's number 1 on our list, because there's no way he should have fell to us.
Right.
Like, let's be real. The Jags messed up. We'll take it. The best defensive player in this year's draft. Look at that get off. Oh, okay. Work. Another guy with a motor, an engine. I love it. A motor, an engine. I love it. The guy's... I love the way he attacks the game, bro. He plays angry. He's a heady player. Good pass rush, but Dose, you just said it. We got to be able to stop the run, and I think he's going to be huge as far as, like, stopping the run. Adding a guy like him to the defense, he's going to help our secondary also. What helps the secondary? A good pass rush. Aiden, we already know he can pass the ball, rush the passer pretty well. Hold on, I'm sorry. I just want to watch a couple of these plays. Okay.
I shouldn't have put the clips on, man. It's throwing you off.
You definitely threw me off. I mean, I got to...
Like, hold up.
I mean, just right there, bro, like his highlights. You can watch his highlights. He's got good, strong, heavy hands, good bull rush. I think he does need to work on his bend a little more. I don't think he's just a... He was the cleanest pass rusher coming out. I'll say that. But I still think he does have some room for improvement. He still has some growth, which is good for us. You know what I mean? Like, we already know we're getting a good football player, and there's still room to grow. There's still things he can work on in his game. He shouldn't have been there at pick 2. When I seen Trayvon Walker, I got excited. I wasn't excited as the Penei Sewell pick. But I do like this pick. I think he can be a double-digit sack guy for us on a consistent basis. I don't think we're going to see the up and down. He dropped 14 one year, and then the next year it's 4. No, I think he consistently can get it. I really do. I think he can consistently get us that 10-plus sacks a season. He's instantly going to help the defense as far as the run and the pass, and he's also going to help the secondary. He's going to help everybody at every level. He's going to help the linebackers become a little bit more cleaner. Paschal, he's going to help the linebackers be a little bit more clean, things like that. So I think it was a great pick. He shouldn't have been there at 2. That's why he's number 1 on our list, because he should have been the number 1 pick of this year's draft. Mm-hmm. Aiden Hutchinson, number 97, University of Michigan, is a Detroit Lion.
All right, look, let's just break this down. Let's make this.
This is your guy. You love him. Yeah. I like him. I don't love him. You love him.
Let's make this clear. First off, I am working on a video for him. It's ridiculous.
I like him a lot. Don't love him.
I'm going to address this question with my thoughts on him real quick. Can Hutchinson change the Lions' defense, put them in a position where they, were never in, make the defense world class? Then he says, people are trying to compare him to T.J. Watt. I look at him, I see a lot of Joey Bosa athletically. I see the similar way that he wins with his hands. I see a lot of that in him. With that being said, 100%, this was the best player in the draft. He is a much better pass rusher than I gave him credit for, I think, originally. He has so many
Jared
ways.
Allen.
Jared Allen, that works for me.
Jared
Here's what I will say. I'll say this. He's probably
Bosa's
winning
a little
Defensive Player
shorter
of the
and
Year.
stockier.
He's probably winning Defensive Rookie of the Year this year. So let's just throw that out there. He probably will. At the same time, I think this year, on a low end, if he's healthy every game, he'll get 12 sacks. On a low end. That's the bottom he'll hit. He is incredible against the run. But as a pass rusher, this is he's one of the best in the class. He has so many ways to win, and what's great is the way that he changes it up based on what someone's showing him. Like, he will beat you over and over the same way. You adjust, and he has a counter to it. You talk about the motor, how relentless he is, all of those things, which will lead him to being consistent. He's one of the most heads-up players in this class as well, because you see how he's aware for certain things, and, he's making plays on screen passes. He's calling out things defensively. He has the entire package. At the same time, he's an incredible pass rusher. This was the best player in the draft that we got here that can win with speed. He can win with agility. He wins with power. There's just, I don't see how he's going to be slowing down to the point where that's what I'm saying. Like, I view him like a Bosa, because you just can't, like, the way that he wins as a pass rusher is incredible. His hands are outstanding. Rad, go ahead. I did say 12, by the way. Yes, that's on the low end. Go ahead, Rad.
Oh, on the low end.
That's on the low end. That'll be his
okay.
base. Yeah.
This is about to be it. As soon as we put those pads on, that's gonna tell us. I think that's gonna tell us what we got. As soon as we put the pads on, because at that point he's about to be going against Sewell and Decker, and if reports are coming out that he's whooping them boys, now I know we got us something.
I already know we got us something, man. We already know he's that dude.
Like, everybody can look good with everybody can look good with shells on, especially D-line and O-line, because y'all ain't playing to y'all full physicality. I want to see. That's why I like the pick a lot. I like him a lot. I don't love him yet. I want to see when we put these pads on. That's gonna let us know what we got, y'all. Let's just be real. If reports come out that he's out there getting pancaked, I don't know. But everybody gets pancaked. Everybody gets pancaked. I'm sorry, but if he's not out there winning on a consistent base, look. Reports came when McNeil showed up. They were saying, "Hey, he was bull rushing Frank Ragnow. Frank had to strap it up." Like, McNeil came out making an impact. I want to hear that. He just beat Penei Sewell around the edge. Boom, 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 boom. He made Penei look stupid, because we know Penei's a good tackle. I want to know if he's gonna come out here and whoop people in training camp, and we're gonna get to see it on Hard Knocks, baby. I can't wait.
Oh, he's gonna.
That's gonna let us know what we got. To be real, like, when them pads is when it's time to buckle up.
You know what's gonna happen, Brad? We're gonna know what we got week 1 when the guy has 3.5 sacks in week 1. That's what we're gonna know what we got.
Bro, hey, I hope he does come out and drop the 3 sacks, because Philly's gonna be a matchup. Philly's gonna be a tough matchup. Out of them first 5, that's the only one I could see us losing. Anyways, I'm waiting for training camp before I say I love the guy. I like the pick a lot, but when them pads come on and it's time to buckle up, that's gonna let us know what we got in our defensive end, straight up. Like, he had 3 sacks during OTAs or whatever. Like, cool. I mean,
yeah. I mean, OTAs have no context.
You have on shells. Like,
yeah.
Let me see.
Nah.
Let me see when it's time to buckle up. Plain and simple.
And what's cool,
I like the pick. I just don't love him yet. Sorry, I don't love him yet.
Well, you should, Rad. I'm telling you, get on the boat, Buzz, right now, Rad, because you don't want to be one that's just reactive to this. You want to be on top of this. He's going to be absolutely incredible.
No, I got to stick to what I felt about Hutch. Like, I can't just jump on the bandwagon because he's a Lion now. Like, I love my Lions, but I'm always keep it real. Like, I'm not 100% sold on the kid.
Here's what I'll say, though. What I do like is that we talk about Pascal's run defense and where he can play different spots. I think Aiden Hutchinson may even be more dominant as a run defender when he has his hand in the dirt. He actually might be more effective with his hand in the dirt, which is crazy to say. The 2 games I watched him in 2020, he was unreal. And I'm just like, dude, if he didn't get hurt this year, because let's be real, this guy would have been a high draft pick if he would have came out after 2019. He'd been a high draft pick. He had 10 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and the dude was playing on the inside much more. He would have been a high draft pick that year. There's a reason he was a runner-up for Heisman. He's going to be great against the run for us. So Rad's not as sold as I am, but I'm telling you, he's probably winning defensive rookie of the year.
I like him a lot. Likely. I like him a lot.
So there we go.
And
you got him at 1.
It just don't jump like when Chase Young was coming
out. I don't even think it's close.
I can't go. I can't go. Dude, Ohio State be putting out some cold defensive ends, bro. They got a good D-line coach because all them ends be hitting.
Then some,
I don't-
Chase
I
Young, we're
can't
kind of
go
wait
just
and
yet.
see on if he's gonna hit.
I
or
can't,
not, but
I can't go yet. Like, I love that we have him. I'm just not super sold
he's
on the
better
guy
than
yet.
Joey Bosa. I'll throw that out there right now.
You're smoking big dope.
He's gonna come in
You're
and be.
You're smoking
will-
big dope. Don't ever
year
say he's
one,
better than any of these
He will
Bosas.
year one be better than Joey Bosa, guaranteed.
Don't say he's better than none of these
Year
Bosas,
one,
bro.
100% he will be. He's
See,
just got too much to his game.
I asked you before the show started.
I'm here to
did
tell
you
the
drink
people.
your cider.
I'm not holding back, man. I believe it 100%. He is that dude, and that's the craziest thing.
He's not better than none of the Bosas.
He is. He will be on another level than Joey Bosa as he steps in. That someone asked if he could change. Yes, this will be the guy that's now the face of the Lions eventually, and at the same time, he will be the guy that teams fear when they come into the game. Where you have to say, okay, we have to worry about him. We have to adjust the game plan for him. We never had that, right? We haven't had that since Ansah when he's on the field 3 games a year, or Ndamukong Suh back in 2013, 14. We have that again finally. And we've had some good number 2 picks. I think our last number 2 pick was it Sue? Sue or Calvin? Like, yeah, we've done pretty well.
Sue was number 2. Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
I can't believe you.
I 100% believe. I'm telling you, he's gonna be that dude.
So you think he's better? You think he's better than Joey Bosa?
Yeah, I don't even think it's close. Bosa was the 3rd pick in the draft. We know he only had like 5 sacks coming out, but this dude is different. I don't know what the heck reason. I still don't understand.
So he's gonna have more than 10.5 sacks his rookie year.
Absolutely.
He's gonna have 11 sacks.
Absolutely, yes. If he's healthy, he'll have more than that.
Okay.
I think this is the type of player that has a ceiling to go for 20 in a year. I'm not even playing. I'm serious, bro. He's that.
You just
dude.
love him because you're a
He's
diehard
unreal.
Wolverine fan.
But was I saying
Like,
this before? Was I
get the
saying that
fandom.
before? I always liked him when we watched film together, but I didn't.
Yes, you love
I
him.
didn't think he was that much of a pass rusher until I rewatched him and I went to 2019 and 2020. I'm like, this dude is unreal. I have not seen another guy from down to down be this impactful. Let me just say this one last thing, Brad, and this is gonna be in the video. 100%. Let me say this one last thing. Watch him against Georgia was probably the most inspiring thing about Aiden Hutchinson. Because I don't think I've ever seen a team take that kind of account to say, how can we get him out of the football game? I would say 80% of the plays were everything away from him. Don't run it towards him. Don't pass it. Don't pass. Don't go any kind of deep set in your passing. Like, they did everything they possibly could to say, stay away from that guy. Do not let him get going. And he still had big plays. He gets ran over one time, and I know why he got ran over. He got off the ball late, which is rare for him. And everybody's going to point out this play. If you don't know what you're looking for, you may point out that play. He's going to be ridiculous this year, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there now because when we come back to this, we'll be like, oh, yeah, he's different. He's different. He's that type of dude that's on Madden. He's got a 90+ rating. I don't know if Madden's not hating. That's what he'll be. Yeah. I think he's got a Hall of Fame. Yeah, I think he's got a Hall of Fame ceiling. He's definitely. These are just projections out. I'm just saying for year 1, he'll hit 12 sacks as that'll be his. He'll hit 12 sacks year 1.
Okay. Look, I hope he does drop 12 sacks. I really do, because that should equate to some wins if we're getting after the quarterback. But you just said he better than Bosa, man.
He's better than Joey Bosa. That's what I'll say. I haven't seen enough Nick Bosa to know, but now Joey Bosa right now, obviously he's improved a lot since he's come into the league. But definitely, like, year 1, he's gonna be better than year 1 Bosa, no question. But I honestly think he may have he'll be more productive this year than we saw.
Do you know what Joey Bosa did his first year?
Yeah, he had 10.5 sacks
in 12 games.
Yeah, and look, and I'm saying, like, I don't think he was the same I don't even think they were this. Okay. He was on the same level as a prospect coming out as Hutchinson was.
And then he followed it up with 13 sacks the year after that. Then he got injured, came back from injured, dropped 12 sacks.
So
Bosa's thing is injury.
That's kind of what you're thinking. You think he's going to be a consistent 10-sack kind of guy.
He's going to be a consistent guy. I wouldn't say he's better than Joey Bosa.
I'm not speaking crazy. I'm speaking facts.
He's not
he's a little bit better than Bosa.
He's not better than Joey Bosa, and he's not better than Nick Bosa either. He's not better than none of them Bosa brothers.
He's just better that he is, right? That's all.
You're tripping, bro.
Like, we're not that far off, though. You're, like, thinking we're far off because I'm saying he's better, and you're saying he's a consistent double-digit sack guy. That's basically what Bosa is. So
that's what I'm going to go with.
Saying he's just a little bit of a step above that.
You said he's better than Bosa.
Yeah, he's better than Joey Bosa. I don't know about Nick Bosa. He's better than Joey Bosa, though. He's got a lot of similarities to him, though. He's got a lot of similarities to him, though. Just the way that he wins is very similar. He's a better athlete than Joey Bosa too. Much better.
He honestly reminds me of like a Jared Allen. Because he's more of a
Jared Allen's better than Joey Bosa.
Tall, lanky defensive end. I can't comp Nick Bosa because Nick Bosa is more of a short, stocky. Got some thunder thigh legs. That's not Aiden Hutchinson. He ain't got the thunder thigh tree trunks. Josh Pascal's got the thunder thigh tree trunks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Different. He built different.
So
he's got a lot of power, though.
I think you're
so agile.
Big time tripping.
He is rare agile, Rad. Like, he's a rare athlete we just drafted here. People overlook that because they get caught up in the 40 time. Like, his 40 time wasn't better than Joey Bosa's. This dude is...
Joey Bosa is better than Nick Bosa. And you said...
There you go. There you go. 2 birds with one, you know what I'm saying? This is a rare athlete we just drafted right here. Did you know his 3-cone drill time was the 3rd best at the combine behind Kelvin Austin and Kevin Austin, 2 receivers?
Man, I'm in awe of the stuff you be saying. That's why I gotta make sure make sure you drink your cider before we start.
And I hope we look back on these. I know we've looked back on last year's videos, but if we look back on this, what I've said about him, what I've said about
somebody
golf,
said Javon Curse.
I
don't know about Javon Curse. Panda, you're right. Watt is better. Watts is better than Bosa's. I would agree with that 100%. Panda.
Oh, for sure. TJ Watt like 23 sacks or something last year. Oh my goodness, he's on a different level. I didn't say he was better than JJ Watt or TJ Watt. Now I didn't say that.
He's gonna need his running mate to step up too, because I feel like protection is gonna be sliding towards Aiden Hutchinson. So 100%. That's where Harris gonna have to ball out. Romeo's gonna have to ball out. Like, we're gonna need
Levi, his
running mate, to also ball, so he's not always getting protection slid his way.
That's a great.
And if it is, that give him one-on-one matchups for people like Levi, McNeil, Josh. So if it don't, I think he's gonna be a good player for us. I'm excited to have him. I can't go as far as what you be saying. No, sometimes you be on.
They did do that a lot. They slide protection his way a lot. And they had Ojabo, so it's tough to slide protection when you got David Ojabo on the other side.
Right.
So for us,
that's why we're gonna need
those
somebody.
other dudes to ball. Yeah.
We're gonna need somebody to step up. All right. Well, it's about that time.
Yes, sir.
Another great show. The dynamic duo of the Lions community. Hashtag.
Why do you bring up Javon Curse?
I don't know. I don't know what the hash. That's the freak. Javon Curse, Tennessee Titan, baller, number 90. Back in the day, used to get after it.
I was thinking J-Ron Curse.
That's Javon Curse.
That's what I'm thinking.
I need everybody to hit Twitter right now. Tag me and Dose and hashtag Dynamic Duo Lions. You feel me? You feel me, Dose?
What?
Put it out there. Everybody, you ain't listening. I said everybody needs to
I was reading.
Everybody need to get on their tweets right now. Tag me and Dose and hashtag Dynamic Duo Lions.
Ooh, that'd be fire.
They need to.
Can we make that a thing?
We can make it a thing. We just need everybody right now to pull out their phone, go to Twitter, tag me and Dose, and hashtag Dynamic Duo Lions. That's it.
Please do that. We will like and follow. I did not see this.
100%.
So that would be great news.
100%. There's our Twitter handles up there. Boom, 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 up above. Tag both of us and do that real quick. Do that for us. Because they was tripping. Somebody sent out they was the dynamic duo of the Lions community, and I about shit my pants. Nah, I'm playing. You know what? Another great show, man. It was a great show up until the end when you said he's better than Bosa's, but besides that, like, you know, you're amazing. That was a lot of bull that you said.
That was true. You gotta know when we come back to it. It's gonna be like, dang.
We'll know when we put them pads on.
Maybe.
Oh, he said how many wins this year? NFC North don't have a better team than the. I think Frog. I think the floor. I really think the floor is 9. The ceiling is 11, 12. So let's land. I think we're good. I think we're good for at least 10 wins. At least 10 wins.
All right.
A real talk.
Take that. And say we on the same page there. So all this craziness, we're on the same page though.
At least 10.
All right, chat. We'll be back next week. Also, I forgot to put the thing up.
What you forget to put?
Stay locked on
What you
Patreon.
forget to put?
There will be content going up there very soon. More content.
Down here.
So,
Down here.
boom, there you go.
Down there.
I
Down
don't know
there.
if the link's in the description. The link
Down
should
there.
be. If it's not in the description, I'm sorry. You can just
Down
become a
there.
Hall of Fame member. That works too. All right, we gonna wrap it up.
Down there. Wrap it up. Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Let them know.
Go to Twitter right now. Tag Dose and I. Hashtag Dynamic Duo Lions. Right now, pull out your phones. Our Twitter handles are right there. Drink water. And the Lions will win the North. That's the words of wisdom.
There you go.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.